I was even reading somewhere that there are a lot of Americans who think TikTok is like a Cold War thing by China.
Yeah,
Like,
I saw this one video. This guy was talking about how in China TikTok is like used for like educational stuff,
education. Yeah.
and it worked.
Yeah.
And when he came into America and all that, everybody started dancing and stuff. So like
They
China
say it's like
bodoh in America, and
correct. It's like they say they're like distracting the youth, you know,
yeah, that's the thing.
do this dumb thing over here while we are using the same thing to educate our youth. You know,
It's true.
that's why Trump wanted it banned. I think. He
Yeah,
was like, this is a bit sus. Like,
yeah.
of course,
I
they're
didn't
also
expect
collecting
TikTok to
data.
be like. Yeah, that's true. The
Yeah.
data collecting is every app.
Yeah.
Another thing, I didn't expect TikTok to be like that bizarre at that time. I thought it was just a phase, and
Yeah. Same.
maybe it's like Vine lah, but Vine they cut it off short because of some purchase, right?
Yeah. No, I thought because before TikTok there was what Thriller, right? That was like
I never heard that. I've heard Vine, I've heard TikTok, and there's another one, but not Thriller.
I used to see Thriller last time, and then it was mostly this lah, like these dances and shit like that. But it went away. Thriller is the one who's been sponsoring all the Jake Paul fight and all this kind of shit. It's always a Thriller event. Even like Versus also that show. It's also
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so I thought it was a okay quarantine thing. It blew up. Everybody's doing TikToks, but now I'm in meetings and they're like, "So what are we doing for TikTok?" I'm like, "Oh
I think
shit!"
like whenever people like use it for as a promo point,
Yeah,
I don't know why lah. Like there are definitely some good content on TikTok, but whenever people like expect us to like do promo for TikTok, and I don't know,
no, because
I find it tough.
I feel like it's a group of like 40, 50-year-olds sitting around being like, we need to go do something on TikTok. Coming to an agency of the youngest person in my agency is probably like 25. We're not super heavy TikTok users, most of us. So we all over here also like, shit, how? What's the new trend? Let's go and search. And it never comes off like, oh, this is nice or whatever, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing. It comes out like cringe, and
It comes out like, oh, okay, fine. What this brand is using TikTok. Okay. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. But yeah, I never expected it to last this long and become this big and actually become a part of like
it's everything now, man.
social media is Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, not
Like
really.
every other app is also like trying to be TikTok, like
Yeah,
Instagram,
Reels is basically TikTok. Like,
Reels, Instagram, like now like ada Snapchat punya features pun dah lama ada. Now you can even like someone's story.
yeah, what the fuck? I saw that this morning. I was like,
Yeah, I asked my friend to like my story. I see how it come out. It's just like a notification, no? Like, okay, this
oh,
person liked your story. Yeah, that's it. No, my question is, before this also you can still send like
you can send like a
heart
reaction, what?
or
Yeah.
reaction or anything, which kind of make like okay because it straight goes to into your DM and the person can start a conversation
Oh, so
through
this is
that.
like in the notifications part.
Ah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, the usual one is just DM and you
Yeah.
send a reaction and people can respond to you or DM you or whatever lah.
Yeah.
To
Now if
chat.
you like, I can't like.
Yeah, now like you have a choice to not interact with the person through DM, but just yeah, I like it. Okay,
No,
cool.
I feel it's more like that genuine. At least reaction. I know you swiped up, you picked an emoji. Okay, fire.
Yeah,
Okay, fire, and then put right. These are just like next, like you know, like
yeah. It's weird. It's
it's
just
less.
like some redundant punya addition. Like
Yeah, I don't know what they're
you
doing.
just added it now. People got more shit to do. Yeah, I guess.
Fucker, now brands are gonna be like, how many likes did our story get, bitch?
Yeah.
'Cause
weird.
I feel Instagram has always been that lah. It's always been like trying to, like you always say, right? Trying to make you stay in the app. So
Yeah,
whatever,
everything is there because you don't have to get off from the app.
yeah, it's
They have stories, they have videos now, they have IGTV.
can video call.
Yeah, you
Like,
can video call, and now like macam when you post a video, right? You can click the video and then you can start scrolling already now. Because usually, like, when they post a video, you if you missed out something, you have to watch back the whole video.
oh yeah, now you can,
Now you get you
scrub, yeah.
can get into it, and it becomes like a reel sort of.
Correct.
And yeah lah, like I used to really love Instagram back when it was just pictures.
Oh yeah, that
And
was a
then
good time.
it was a good time. It was simple, but when they started adding videos, right, it opened like new dimension lah for
Yeah,
them.
because
Everything else is video already.
when it comes to advertising, when it was just pictures, nobody really gave a fuck that much.
Yeah.
Because like it's a picture, what can we do, right?
Picture is like more like macam you post your shit.
Yeah,
Now video comes in, people can add audio,
yeah.
they can add a video. Video means like it includes reels, any
They can
longer
talk to
video.
the audience. You know
They
what I
can
mean?
talk, and there's motion. There's motion into the
Correct.
thing, so you can do more stuff. But it became super complicated lah.
Yeah. I remember when
Your pictures would get drowned lah for video content.
I remember when it started, I was just posting like now listening and then like the album cover or whatever. That was on my feed. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was so random fucking pictures. I would take picture of a fucking tree or some shit, and it's like like now it's such like you gotta watch your feed and it's gotta be like present, because Instagram in a way technically is now your resume lah, for most people.
Yeah, and I see how people like they'll have posts like I don't know 100 posts one day, the next day is just 2 3. They don't mind removing and adding back stuff.
Yeah.
They create macam tiles. It's just macam a personality punya like a diary but
Like a
yeah, like
diary.
back when Facebook had like layouts and shit, not Facebook,
Was
Friendster.
it? Yeah. Friendster.
Friendster had layouts and shit. So now it's
Choose
like that
your-
lah. You can choose your layouts.
basically like when you meet somebody, right, that's your most of your gauge of who they are comes from Instagram.
Yeah.
So if I meet you for like 20 minutes and we didn't talk much and I'm like, yo, give me your Instagram, dude, and then I go to your Instagram, that's where I'm mostly thinking like, oh, this one likes this one likes that, like, and it's probably in your bio and shit like that, right? Like,
yeah, your bio, whatever you're working on. Usually, like what's happening in your life.
Yeah.
If not, like people would not care about you.
Yeah, so like I have friends who their Instagram is just nothing lah. It's just
their regular shit and
regular shit lah. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
even
you are not regular shit, bro.
Yeah, you have your gaming clips also on there, like,
and you do like regular
and-
shit post in your stories. So
That was like a year ago, but the shit posting, okay lah.
and your name is not your name.
Shit posting, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
it's
name
not
is
my
your
name.
game. Yeah, it's your streaming name. So
So you're already macam putting up like, okay, check me out because
correct.
I'm this guy who does game streaming and
Yeah,
shit.
it's
you
not
know?
Amil
Like,
Safwan, like, you know. Like,
yeah,
Why?
some guy from Kayczar and all
Full
that.
name sial.
Because there are people like that, no? Like they're just
Correct.
their regular self and they post macam, okay, this is what I had for dinner. And
Picture all fucked up, looking.
picture
like-
fucked up. Sometimes there's like pictures of his and his family.
yeah.
So yes, yeah. They're not even trying to like glam up for Instagram, which is
It must be nice.
which is fucking nice if you ask me.
Yeah, because
You don't have to think about packaging it.
I remember at one point, I think maybe this was during the first MCO, I was just looking at my feed and I scroll all the way back down. I'm like, I'm gonna archive all this shit because it's like, it looks fucked up because it's like weird normal pictures, suddenly first single dropping soon. It's like, what the fuck, like, you know?
Thing lah, like it's no more your personal punya diary. If you want to make it like that, you can. But if you're like an artist or someone who's like trying to leverage through IG to get followers, and you gotta macam clean up like
Yeah, I would say, I mean, I'm not there yet, obviously, but once I get to a certain level of followers,
you're gonna have to curate your shit. You can't post everything.
not just that, I think I would start a second account just for like friends.
Yeah, you have to. I think you
Yeah.
have to lah.
Yeah, because I don't think I would post my everyday shit all the time on my. If I have fucking a million followers, like fuck,
Yeah.
I don't want
You-
everyone to know that I'm eating at this place right now. Like,
No, if you have that, if you're at that level, I don't think you even control your own account though, at that point.
oh yeah, that'd be
You
a dream.
probably have like a social media manager.
Yeah,
Manager,
you will
and-
all do that shit. I will handle my small Kavi account over here with my 100 followers friends. You know, like.
Yeah.
Untung lah kawan 100 orang.
Okay,
Flexing.
I've just numbered that.
Wow.
It wouldn't be 100. I don't think it would be 100.
Flexing.
Actually, it would probably be 100, but not all of them were like friends, I guess.
Guys, biasa guys. Makan dulu.
What are you eating? Watermelon again?
You know, I just realized like there was this one schoolmate, this girl who just recently got engaged, and I wasn't like following her on Instagram or anything. So my kawan, he follow everybody from the school and all that. And he was like, "Hey, dude, this chick is like, she just got engaged." I was like, "Who the fuck?" And then he like showed me the pictures, like of engagement on Insta. Like, okay. What I realized was last year it was my brother's punya batch, and like, everybody's getting married and all that. This year will be my batch.
Your
bro.
turn. Yeah.
This year will be my batch. Everybody's gonna get married around me. It's gonna be like
Welcome to my life.
no, but
We're
it's
not
cool
going through it for quite some time.
because it's cool. Like I don't follow them. I like and I mute their story ke apa and macam okay, so my friend has to come and tell me like, okay, this person, okay,
Got
dah
married.
settle, this person dah settle.
It's gonna
Oh, no, I
hit
won't know, and it's
harder,
okay,
you
no.
know. It's gonna hit harder when it's your close friend who got married.
If my close friend, I don't mute the story, I know what's happening with this life. This one like some
Yeah.
chick that I don't even macam give a shit about, and
Close friend, you'll probably be at a wedding, lah. Like,
yeah,
you know what I
close
mean?
friends always gonna like inform me like, "Chang, I'm getting married." Like, okay.
And we tried to convince him like not to get married. And,
I've done that. I've not like talk him out of a marriage or whatever, but like talk shit about marriage, in general.
yeah, and then you just
he's
like
getting,
make
like,
him
married, I won't
question
be like-
and make him question like, should I get married or not?
I'll banter him that night or whatever, like, you know.
This is the last day of your life. Okay, how you feeling?
I'm gonna banter him, but I'm not gonna talk him out of the marriage because, nah, man.
Because then that's on you. If he change his mind after that, he'll be like,
And
fuck
your
you,
girlfriend's gonna like
bye.
fuck me up, right? Then no lah.
Everywhere you go, if he has to reply to his girlfriend or wife, remember the app we had, Kavi?
That I used to have that, but it didn't work after some time. That
Yeah. What?
with app.
I
remember the
I
first
bought
time.
the lightsaber punya version also. I actually paid money for that app.
Or the one the wong that sound.
Wong.
Wong. Yeah.
And then
You know, I remember the first friend, because like my friends mostly are not like, I only had one friend propose this year. But no, my friends mostly not like close to getting married.
Oh.
But in uni, we had a friend who got married quite abruptly because he got a girl pregnant.
Let's
So
go. Pull out game week.
it's he was actually like my quite like closest friend in foundation actually. Like we lived close by to each other and shit like that. I met his parents. It's a whole story with that. But anyways, the first time he after Kawin already, then he came to like because he left. They both of them like stopped studying and they went to start working. So he came to visit MMU one day lah with him and the wife. And then the wife like pregnant lah, and we knew her so obviously when they were dating, right? The wife is like
your
straight up like
classmate,
legit. Yeah. No, the girl was FOM. And then yeah. So yeah. So they came, whatever, and then so we like kind of talking near the FOE there or whatever. We were just like talking in the car park, whatever. After a while he came up to us and was like, yo, I gerak dulu guys. Bini aku not feeling that well. We were like, oh, did you just say your wife is not feeling well, so you gotta go home? And we were like, what, 19? So like 18, 19? So we were like, oh shit. Like, okay,
how
bro, okay.
how is he now? Is he happy now or what?
Yeah, he has like 3 or 4 kids. He's doing well.
Okay, like good for him.
He still posts his wife on the Valentine's Day, all like, I love you, all that shit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he have to at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
No,
yeah,
they
he
both
have
do.
to.
They both do. And like, I actually haven't.
Yeah,
met
I
his
mean, they
kids,
both
so-
have to at this point. They got 3 kids together, dude. Where the fuck
I
you going?
haven't. He's mad at me because I haven't seen him since like I left Cyber MMU, and then like, I haven't met any of his kids, and he messaged me all the time like, "Yo, you gotta come meet my kids." I'm like, yeah. I should.
You
They're
bring
like,
me.
they-
You bring me.
No, because we
will
were-
never invite you again, though.
Yeah, man.
Fuck you, bitch. I'll go to
No,
jail.
because whenever I post something story or what, and he replies, and then we start talking a bit, then he be like, "Bila doh korang datang tengok anak aku?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay, like, you know." Because we were really like, this is before I even really was close to Roshan. So like, me and him was like every day like together, man. He will like fucker. I remember the first, because we met during orientation, and then we both stayed at the Crescent, you know, the one opposite MMU. And so when he got to his room, he was like, okay, I was like talking to him whatever on text, and I was like, okay, bro, I'm gonna go sleep. After a while, he called me. He said, bro, you got to man me. I said, what the fuck? Why? He said, bro, this room, the vibe, kind of weird, bro. I was like, okay, fine. I'm not gonna sleep there, but I'll come over for. I'll walk over and come for a while. Then I walked in and I realized why. His room, the fluorescent light was like dark red. So the entire room, it's not he put one, it's whoever was like living before that or whatever. The entire room was just like dark red, and then the toilet is blue. So
Is
there's
it
no
my
like
old
normal
room or
lighting.
what? Is it like my old room? Like my old room, merah, what?
No, but you at least have the option to turn on your lights.
This guy got no option.
He got no, because all the lights are just red. So it's like the fluorescent bulb all red. Like, so he was like, bro, this room. I'm like, I feel you, bro. Like, this is kind of like, what the fuck is going on here?
Merah
this guy's
biru.
name
Then
is
it's an
Lion.
old. I think. Wait, isn't? Oh, I think from what I heard, like if the blue bathroom, if the bathroom is like blue lighted, I'm tired by the way. That's why I'm like slurring. So it's because it's hard for them. It's hard for like junkies to find their vein to shoot up.
Oh.
I think I saw this somewhere. I can't remember what color, but I know that says that if you go to a bathroom and then the light, it's like either, I can't remember if it's blue or red.
But if it's a public place, okay lah. This is like,
Mana tahu the person before is trying to stop ke, that's why it's like I can't find, if I can't go shoot up in the toilet, bro. Like damn.
next day I followed him to go buy lights and shit like, to count all the lights.
Then he okay after that, tukar lampu.
After that, okay, don't disturb me.
I think that's where it all goes downhill from there lah.
Why?
Because he no longer feel afraid of the place, so he invite people to come over, and then he invited his wife. That's how
Yeah.
the descent. You helped
that-
him, Kavi.
I mean, last week we were talking about pregnancies, guys. That was real. So
speaking from experience. No, ta. I don't know what that is. I'm a virgin. Please.
that was real. That was like, I followed him to meet her parents, bro. Like her
Why
parents
do
were
you?
No, her parents were coming to Cyber to like meet the dude that's about to get married to their daughter because she's pregnant. And he's like, dude, I'm going with her to meet her parents. Can you tag along? I was like, what? No. They're
What do
like,
you want
bro,
me to
please,
do?
bro. Like, I don't know how it's gonna go. The parents like super well educated and shit. Like, I don't know what to talk to them. All this shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And then she also was like, yeah, come, you just come lah. Why not? You just say our friend is joining us. So I went and sat down.
She's pretty chill lah about it.
She was okay about it. Yeah. I guess she's the kind who's like always wanted kids young and like don't mind just get married. And, like,
Definitely not the first semester of university, I guess.
it was not first semester, second semester, I think. Second or towards the end, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
As if our circle pun tak ada the same case as she kan.
Our circle God, right?
Yeah. That one.
Yeah.
That one mampu malah cerita biar mampu dia.
Yeah.
think
I actually thought Kavi was gonna talk about that person.
Yeah.
I don't know about that person.
Bukan you kenal. Aren't you part of the radio gang? I think he's part of the radio gang.
Oh,
The radio gang.
I was part of the radio gang.
Yeah, you are part of the. Like
Maybe
and the radio gang and got the same pattern, same type, It's always like Kavi type.
What the fuck does that mean?
It's like, but you okay lah. You like on the
Fuck
spectrum
you.
of like being a nerd and being a cool. You're like more on the cool side. But you still
Yeah,
a
this coming
fucking-
from the fellow who has a Lord of the Rings ring in front of his door. Shut the fuck up.
That's my wedding ring. Please respect. So, hey, that's a different thing. That's not a nerd. That's a geek. Okay.
Same.
So but if you look at the sejarah of all the people in there, and I know a lot of them, and you know a lot of them juga.
They want to do some shit like, I don't know, some like flash mob or some shit like that. You know,
Oh,
they'll be
no.
busy on that day, bro. So like,
But did you do the Halloween thing where they all dress up like in
oh
Halloween?
yeah, I did that.
You
That
do
was
that?
actually fun. That was actually fun.
Yeah,
You
well,
got kicked
if
out?
you when you're part of it, you're fun lah. But you part of the people who's watching it, and oi,
I was
like-
part of the team that was watching them doing it.
I was the one who watched. I was
no,
slow
I didn't do it in
clapping, though.
MMU. We didn't do it in MMU.
You went Bukit Bintang, I think.
We went out. We went out. We got drunk. We bought like beers, and then we like, all right, let's just get drunk and like go walk around Bukit Bintang, like in costume. And we got kicked out of the mall by cops. Like it was okay. It was kind of fun. Like,
Our
Why
band
would
did it
they?
in class, and they all like,
oh,
I don't know if all of them came as Joker or something like
Yeah,
that.
they
And
did.
I actually, and I actually took a picture with Kavi
Everyone.
Varman. I still got the picture of Kavi Varman as
No,
Joker.
the Kavi Varman's picture, and because the makeup, it's like it dried out, so it's like
Yeah, yeah,
cracking. It's like cracking. I was like, bro, that's it. Aku tak
You know,
lepak dengan diorang
it was really, I was really close to doing it actually. Like in the sense that I was contemplating, I was like, if everybody's doing it, then I'm gonna do
you're
it.
gonna be the only one who's not like, you know.
Yeah, but then I kind of contacted like David and all that. David wasn't like doing it. I was like, okay, I guess I'm not doing it because I don't want to do it.
Actually, I don't know
Like,
if
the morning
Sashi.
came, and then, no, everybody who wanted to do it, like, they had to wake up early for the makeup because
See, we didn't do all that shit.
they had to wake up like 1 2 hours earlier. Then so for them as a group, they can put in the makeup and go into the class, and that one fucking turned off for me already. I'm not gonna do that.
I would have not done that. Also.
Yeah, I'm
Ours
gonna
was like
sleep.
ours was like Saturday evening, all meet in like FOE one classroom. Then Mary was the one who helped us do all the makeup. And then straight get in the car, stopped at 7-Eleven, bought a bunch of beer. Highly illegal, but started drinking in the car on the way. And then
How
sampai
old?
there, like,
How old were you guys when you did this?
18 lah.
Hello, police. Hello, police. 18
Drinking
tahun,
is
police.
18 no, man?
Bukan 21 eh?
Thinking is 21.
Is that really?
Hello, police. Hello, police.
Statute of limitations is over. It's too late. They can't catch me for this shit.
Why do I even know that word? Okay lah, statute of limitation. Aduh.
That's I hear
Shout
a lot of
out-
rappers say that word. That's how I know.
Shout out to THC. Shout out to THC. Gangsters, fuck.
Yeah, ours was not like a. We
Kriawa.
kind of didn't want anyone to on campus to know that we were doing that shit. It was just like more of a friend group, kind of like, let's go do this dumb shit for fun. Like,
Those guys all came into the class. I was actually kind of glad I didn't do it. I was like, I feel cooler. Actually, observing these guys doing it and putting on a show first. Like, all right. And they were just chilling at the back, Kavi starting a makeup. I was like,
nah, if you ask me like, fucker, you gotta come at 7 a.m. and do, I'm like, nah, no.
no, bro.
I already wake up like 20 minutes before class, so like, no.
Okay.
Definitely not doing
I
it.
have a serious question.
Okay.
This is not from personal problem couple. It's just a random ass fucking question. I just saw a tweet. How young? Okay, is 18 years old too young if you want to date that person, Fama?
How old are you? No, as in, okay, not you. How old is the person trying to date this 18-year-old?
Somewhere around 20 to 30 lah, macam tu lah. We put it there.
20?
20 to 30 is a big.
I think 20
20
to
is
30.
fine lah. 20
Yeah.
is fine lah.
I think 20 to 22, 23 is okay lagi. 4 years, 5 years, okay lagi.
So after that, it's just weird lah.
Past that is not just weird.
I don't think it's like weird. I think it's like legal, I think. But I just don't think they'll be compatible in some ways. Like your mindset that tukar by that age, and she'll be in a different mindset. Whoever
Unless
the
you
18
meet
years
someone,
old is.
unless you meet someone who's 18 and already super mature and like
In terms of legality, I think it's okay. Everything's fine.
it's legal. It's just that society will look at you like,
Yeah.
wait, you're 27, your girlfriend's 18? The fuck? I think what people start to think is, oh, you cannot get girls your own age. So you had to go all the way to the like new batch of girls who just turned 18 to
Thing,
you know.
like for you, like okay, this chick is cool and all that, and I guess fuck whatever people say.
I-
Like if it's school
like-
and you want to let her and okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah.
fact that Sashi is the one who's wearing all red, and then he's like trying to like say, "Oh, it's actually not bad, very positive," and then you wearing white, and then it's like,
It's
"Nah,
orange.
bro,
It's
no,
orange
fuck
colour.
you."
It's blue. No,
It's
I'm not saying
orange,
it's bad. I'm
motherfucker.
not.
Nah,
I'm not saying I think.
I'm just asking. So, but I was having a talk with my friend, so I asked him like, "Hey, how young? What's the youngest have you ever dated?" And then he said, 18. So I was like, oh, at first I was like, it doesn't really register. And then I asked him, so how old were you when you dated him? And then he said, he was around 26.
Yeah. So
And the guy was like 18. Baru masuk ah. So macam,
I think it's for me. It's fine if both of y'all want to do it. If it's not some kind of weird situation.
they had a long
Just
relationship.
booking awal
Like,
lah.
they had like a couple of years relationship, but eventually they broke up. But while
Yeah,
while it lasted, it was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, as long as the 18-year-old person knows what they're doing and they're not being like tricked into a situation or whatever, as long as they know what they're doing, then it's completely fine. I'm just saying what people will think lah, because people are, got nothing else better to do other than what's this guy,
Fuck people, bro. Fuck them.
yeah,
Fuck
it's
you.
fine. I feel like it's fine. I feel like it's completely fine. Like,
But I'm like, okay, yeah. Okay, I'm just like genuinely asking because I was like,
I mean, we know a friend
An
who's an
argument.
expert, but I think he might be busy right now. I can't.
apa?
Martin. I cut the name.
This watermelon is delicious.
I bet it is fresh, huh?
Scrumptious.
Fresh. Yeah, I don't think it's a problem, lah. It's just about whether you care what people think, lah, I guess. Because that's what I've
Okay.
heard girls say when they hear about a guy who's like, let's say 27 and the girlfriend is 18. They be like, oh, he probably like girls his age, probably he don't like him, or he's super childish, or he
Okay.
can't pull girls his age or close to his age, so he easiest is the younger girls.
Yeah. Okay. So why is it okay if an 18-year-old girl date an old person?
Dude, we talk about this all night, bro, because there's no real answer to this.
I know.
Yes.
Sashi, I know Sashi is interested in this.
You
I
ask.
see the body language. I know it.
I'm
So
curious where you're taking this.
So the girl, okay, what if like she just turned 18, she's like by legal punya, by law, right? Somewhere she's like, okay, she's like not even in the
Mature.
grey area lah. She's like, okay, you
Yeah.
like by law you're okay. Like our age of consent is 16, and that's like
Yeah,
still
it's still a gray area.
grey area. So Abang Lai is like no longer grey. Why does she gets to date like 50, 40 years old? And guys who are like 40, 50 years old, when they want to date 18 years old, they got frowned upon.
I wanted to say something. Wait on. Okay, so recently I watched this compilation video on Supergirl punya cringe. All the cringe shit that happened on Supergirl, that the CW TV series, alright? And it's fucking cringe lah. And this one part where this lady would be like, oh, I just went on I just had a one night stand and I feel weird, I feel pathetic is what something guys do, and I'm a pathetic guy. She says that lah, I'm a pathetic little guy, something like that. And then Supergirl will be like, no, you're not a pathetic guy, you're just a strong, healthy woman. So when a guy does it,
See, when a
when
guy
a guy
does
does
it,
it, he's a pathetic guy, evil, pathetic, macam fucker. But when a girl is like healthy, healthy, strong woman, like why can't the guys be healthy dudes who also seek sex? I will never get it.
like I'm
I
gonna
think-
make a
No, I-
sweeping declaration here. Like, I renounce woke culture. Fuck you. I'm gonna do shit my own nowadays. Fuck that.
Actually, right now that because I never used to want to think about it, because to me there's no workaround, because these people would always say that exactly what the Supergirl said. That's what they will always say, right? But now when I really think about it, right, if you are someone who says that, when an 18-year-old girl dates a 50-year-old guy, you're like, oh, go get that bang, like whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And then when
Go
it's the
get
other way around, it's
go
like
get
this
that
gross
back.
perv, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Technically, the why you're feeling that. Let me see if I can word this properly. Why
Because you
you're
can't
feeling
score
that?
on both fucking age.
No.
Okay, go.
Why
go,
you're
go.
feeling that way is because that means deep down you still believe in like gender roles and construct. Because that means what you're telling me is you believe that the guy is the one in power and he gets to make the decision of like which girl I want to fuck.
So whenever he does that, he's abusing his power.
And so he's using his power lah. But if you tell me you're woke on the other side, you're like, go get that bag. You're not fully woke
reaching
lah,
for the
because
stars. Yeah.
inside, that means inside you still believe that the man is the one who decides and the man is in power and all this shit. So he shouldn't do this to young girls. Like that means
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm
You're contradicting. Like.
yeah.
Double
Yeah.
standard.
I think you might not even
No,
realize,
no.
but
Yeah. She's like, one night stands is what guys do, but okay lah, most macam guys who are heterosexual, they're gonna do it with some other lady pun.
yeah.
So how is it like a guy thing when most of the time the opposite party is a lady
I guess
who's also consenting into this kind of
no, I
yeah.
guess one night stands is different. Because one night stands, I think it's the opposite way. It's kind of looked at like the fucked up way of people looking at it is if you're a girl and you do it, you're a slut. If you're a guy,
Yeah.
you're the man, right? It's actually the opposite way.
Same
You're
shit.
the man if you had a one night stand, you know what I mean? But
Mm.
if a girl does it, it's like, you're gross. But when it comes to this age thing, I think where it's like, yeah, you kind of contradicting yourself, lah, because that means deep down the patriarchal structure is still in you. When you say it's not, that means it's in all of us, and you can't blame people when they feel
otherwise I'm part of the problem.
Yeah.
You're part of the problem.
I mean, I know people gonna watch this and like, I don't know. In my head now that I really thought about it, yeah, fuck it. What if the 18-year-old girl is from some rich ass family and I'm 30 and I meet this girl and I want to go get that bag? How about
Yeah.
that? Like,
Yeah, like she's on legal age and she
Yeah.
likes you and all that shit and she's rich.
and she's like, hey, come on, I'll help you. I'll buy you this. I'll buy you. Oh, you need a new mic? Hey, I'll buy for you.
Why?
Fam,
Yeah. Why is it when a guy does
I
that?
don't
and-
reject. And nobody
Kerebahan,
can
bro.
reject like gifts, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for the gift.
Go ahead, you know what you say?
Why is it when a guy says like, oh, I'm gonna marry a rich girl, blah 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 blah, and then people are gonna be like, oh, mama ni malas ah, you don't want to work ah, confirm you just want easy
yeah,
life.
No,
for
it's
sure.
because they're fucking jealous, bro.
Like bro,
No,
like
you
I want to
just
be a
think
house
about-
husband, bro. I want to be a house.
I would
I want
love
to
to be
stay
a
at
house
home.
husband,
I want to clean. I want to chill, watch TV, clean the house.
No, because you gotta think,
What is that?
if I'm at home doing all that shit, best believe everything's gonna get done by 12 p.m. and then I'm just rapping after that for the whole
Yeah, I
day.
just want to play game after 12, bro. Like after 12, I'll be like in front of my PC, like, hey.
Yeah, and then like, if I got a wife coming home, I gotta go cook. Yeah, I just go do that lah. Like,
Masak ah. And then WhatsApp first. Yang nak makan apa yang?
yeah. I don't mind, bro.
Yeah, I think it should be like macam open though when they want us to like change these roles and so but kenapa macam it's still looked down upon when
No,
you actually
I
do it, right?
I think that's the thing. That's the thing about like the difference between woke culture and being progressive.
Mm.
Woke culture is like half baked. It's a call out culture. That's what it is. It's not really about the thing. If you talk to real like so-called feminists or whatever, right? They will be like, yeah, what the fuck? Don't work lah. Like, yeah, you want to do what? You just do what? Like, those are the people who really trying to think this whole thing through and how can we
People who actually
progress.
trying to fix,
Yeah. This woke culture, this Twitter woke culture and all
Yeah.
that is half baked. It's just like, oh,
That's why.
fucked up. Oh,
Also, that's why I'm like, you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm gonna be like very logical about it, and then once you get rid of that mentality, like, then you can see things in in like a very level plane.
clear like you like
Yeah. So
Look
that
at-
pay gap is like it's a real thing, whatever, and
yes.
and then also if you perasan like even though let's say your wife give birth and even the guy also now get cuti,
Yeah, longer cuti. Last time it was one day, I think.
1 day only for guy, and then like
Which
you
is
said
crazy, by the way.
that patriarchy thing is still there.
It was fucking crazy,
jaga
right? Your
baby
wife
is
give
like,
birth and you got 1 day off. Like,
yeah, it's like, bro,
okay.
chill, man. What's the fucking rush? Let me chill. Faham tak? So
Yeah, that's the difference between the two. And I definitely think maybe when I was younger, 18-ish, probably I was also a bit like jump the gun, like, oh, that was bad.
yeah,
But
of
you learn
course,
along the way, lah. Like,
everyone do. That's why when I
learn-
see young people when they're like they have the energy, they have the passion to like fuck this, fuck that. I was like, no, it's okay, go ahead, do it. Because one day then you realize that like the real battle is not there.
yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, okay,
It's
tak
like
apa lah,
today I
take your
was
time lah.
having a meeting, and then one of the people were like, "Yo, did anybody watch Kanye's documentary on
Mhm.
Netflix?" And I was like, "Yeah, I watched the first episode." They were like, "Oh, is there anything we can take from there, Transact to do on social or whatever lah, right?"
Mm.
And I was like, "No, not really. It's just like a real story about him. So there's nothing like funny about it that we can steal or whatever, right? Because that's what a lot of brands do now. It's like, what's wait, there's nothing exciting. What did Kanye do? Did Kanye do something funny? Can we put something Kanye?" And then somebody else said something like, "Oh, he's like really being really weird and creepy and shit like that." And they were talking about him buying the house opposite Kim's house, right? And they were like, "Oh, she really doesn't want you. Why you want to still follow her around?" If they actually did a little bit of research and watched an interview he did with Hollywood Unlocked, he said it's because it's easier for him to see his kids.
Yeah.
He said, like, look, if I'm all the way across the city, it's difficult, right? We have to schedule and plan and blah blah blah. If I'm just there, then if I'm free, I can just walk over, or you can send the kids over. It's easy. It's not about her, you know.
No, because because media, it's like showing that they only focus on
Kanye moves across the street from Kim.
Yeah, talking about also like they don't care about the kid. Like apa nama dia Northwest
He has 3-4 kids.
Northwest, Southwest, apa tak tahu Chipotle.
Whatever. Yeah.
So it's like, bro, he has 3 kids. 3.
Yeah.
He got
4.
3 kids. 4 ke 3?
4.
Siapa seorang lagi?
Not
I don't know their
saying-
names. Not Saint Shy and one more. I can't remember.
Ivy is Beyonce.
Yeah. There's one more. I can't remember the name.
Okay, this all this thing I learned without my consent. So
Same.
so
I would not have known if I
like
didn't
that
scroll
kid
Twitter one day. It's like,
he bought a
no,
house because he
tu
want to
SMR.
lepak. He want to lepak with the kids, man. Like, damn, dude,
Yeah.
chill. He sasau.
No,
like,
so that-
he sasau.
he memang sasau lah, but like
Ah.
certain things is like, hey, okay, like, and because that's another thing that happens, right? Once they decide that, oh, this is the guy, then people just start piling on and piling on and piling on. And everything he does is like, oh, Kanye is crazy, and all that shit, right?
It's only
Yeah.
because it's Kanye, and apparently I think like if Kanye macam maybe it's like a lady or whatever, they probably would look at him more sympathetically lah.
Yeah, it's like, oh man,
Because
this
he
guy-
said- He said, I don't like that much gossip, but
yeah, whack
he
any.
said- he said that she wasn't allowing him to see the kids. Okay, whether that is because he was behaving badly with the kids or what, we don't know that. We cannot speculate that. I don't know. Right? And then at one point he goes, I told her, look, if it's like a scheduling thing, if it's too difficult, if you just do like whatever, I'll move here. And she said, okay, cool. Move there. It'll be easier and blah, blah, blah. And like you said, if the roles was reversed and it was like the guy saying he don't want to let the mother see the kids, it'll be a whole like, holy shit, how can you not let the mother see their child and all this kind of shit, right?
Yeah,
When it's the father, then it's just like, is this guy being
he's
weird?
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's being creepy. What?
Yeah, it's a question there, like, oh, why? Like, you know what I mean? We're like, it's
Yeah,
just,
man.
yeah, I mean, that's what woke culture is. Dead to me. Woke culture is dead, lah. I don't feel like if you believe in it too much. I saw an uproar about this Coldplay bassist. So Coldplay is like super like environmentalist and shit.
Mhm.
Remember, can't they even send us money to clean up our rivers? Remember that one time?
Yeah, he did. It's, Sungai KL, I think.
Yeah, Sungai
Uh-huh.
Klang or something like that. I think.
He sent money.
So they super like on that wave, right? And then I guess like 3 days ago, their bassist posted that he bought an NFT, right? And I didn't know this, but NFTs are apparently like super bad for the environment. They're
Yeah,
like, oh,
because
this one NFT, like the power it takes for the blockchain to work, whatever, could power a whole city or some shit like that, lah. And they started coming for his ass, bro. Even the fans were like, oh, we're so disappointed. We won't be surprised if Chris Martin kicks you out of the band, blah blah blah, and all this kind of shit. I'm thinking like Chris is probably like, yo, how do I buy that shit also? Like,
yeah, I think he's like, bro, please don't tell them I also got NFT. Like,
Hey, so
dude.
so all these fans who are like virtual signaling, like, oh, you made like one mistake, so let's pile on you. So you guys all like them buy it or what lah?
No, and my thing is like, though, how much work has the band done, which he has been a part of all over the world and doing all this shit, and it's like
Okay
he
lah,
bought
so
an
what?
NFT.
He made okay lah. If you think it's a mistake, yeah, he made a mistake lah. Now like
Yeah.
you like damn opportunistic gila babi and like okay, he made a mistake. Let's all like pile on him and like put him to shame. Like the fuck, though. Relax,
I
babi.
like though. It's been 3 or 4 days. He hasn't said a word.
Yeah, he don't
He
have
hasn't
to,
said.
man.
He
Like
didn't give a fuck. His profile picture is still the fucking monkey,
Monkey,
the NFT
babi,
monkey.
sial.
I don't know why like we don't have to feel responsible to answer lah. Like fuck these
Yeah,
fellas. Seriously,
yeah,
I damn pissed off here.
yeah. And I
He
don't know
he
how.
made whatever lah. He made a mistake based on your punya calculation and all that, and now he's like the
And fair, maybe he didn't know.
yeah, and then they coming off and to suggest that oh your member needs to like kick you out of the team
Yeah,
and all that shit. Like
yeah.
like fuck.
It's just like Coldplay is on their last tour already. They're gonna disband after this tour. They're out already. So anyways, like whatever lah, like
Yeah, everybody wants to do this shit lah. Like I don't know,
maybe
man. Keeping up with the trend, I guess. NFT is the shit right now, so he's probably like putting
yeah,
in some time into that, seeing what he can do with it.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
rest were like saying that he can't be doing this shit all by gila.
I mean, to me, always like for almost everything, I always look at both sides. I mean, we talked about Rogan obviously the other day, right? That's why I think maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, I would have been like, "Oh fuck Joe Rogan, he said the N word, fuck him." Like I would have probably been like that also at that time when I was young, right? But now I'm like, wait, let me go look what happened. Like, did he call someone the N word like in a bad way, or did he make fun, or what was it like? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I saw the Israel Adesanya punya opinion on Joe
Yeah,
Rogan.
on Flagrant, or was it on Flagrant too?
Yeah, on
Yeah.
Andrew Schultz punya show and
Yeah.
it's like what he say correct lah. Like these fuckers all would have like went through and watched all his
Correct.
fucking videos.
No, that's real, bro. If you watch, there's another episode of Flagrant where they talk about the guy who actually initially broke that story, and that guy, his job is to just look at shit every day to find some shit. You know how many out
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
like Starbender was saying lah, like that's how many thousands of hours of this dude's podcast, no, for you to find
Yeah,
and
to
click
just
this,
go
like,
through and like find and make a supercut out of it, like
yeah,
like cut off all the context, you know.
yeah. So
Oh,
that over there is, I mean, I'm glad in Malaysia it's not like that, but over there it's really like that, bro. Like there are people who are like, okay, this is the villain. Like, how do we take this person
that
down?
to like fucking assassinate your character.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
That's why when you see sometimes certain things Kanye does as well, like you're like, I boleh faham ke ah? Because it's like, I mean, he does it to himself also lah, but like
he's a bit manic lah, but
yeah,
you guys put things then it's like a chance for y'all to like publicize on him,
yeah.
censor all the shit that he meant to say, but twist it in a way that it means where he comes off like this unhinged type of character and
Yeah.
like
Even when he was meeting Trump and stuff like that, I didn't really have a problem with that much, because I'm like, because they were like, oh, this is the guy who said George Bush don't care about black people, and now he's meeting with Trump, and I'm like, well, from that time until now, he might have gained some knowledge. He's richer.
a lot of things. He's probably want to like get to know more information by
correct
contacting, right?
Yeah, and his wife
conversation lah.
and his wife Kim also like worked
Yeah,
to
under
get
the
people free and shit like
prison
that, right?
reform punya
Yeah,
stuff.
and work with him, work with Trump also. So it's like what, like you cannot take
No,
one side of things.
it's also macam knowing who's in power and try to
Yeah,
see what we can try to do together, even though you don't agree with his punya
at that
thinking.
time, Ice Cube also met him, boss. Ice Cube.
You're meeting like the most powerful man on the planet at that time
Yeah,
and trying to establish something, see what we
yeah.
can do. But
Like,
then
look,
everybody's going to jump the gun, right?
yeah, you don't know what, when Ice Cube and I met also, they were like, oh fuck, Ice Cube was NWA, fuck the police, now he's doing this. And he had to come out and say, guys, I went there to talk to him about policy regarding our community. I went there and told him, look, this shit is happening, this is fucked up, we need to fix this, and he said, the flow was actually listening. He said, whether he was acting or what, I don't know, but he was listening and he was
Oh,
like, yeah, okay.
that's the thing. When before that, everybody's like, oh, nobody listens to us and all that stuff. Now they have someone who's gone there and talking to the person who they wanted their
listen to them.
attention and to listen to them. Maraga. So
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Snoop Dogg also got like really mad about Kanye that time. Semua orang like marah and like kesian
yeah.
tak tu?
No, but if I think recently I saw Snoop talk about it also, and he was like, "Nah, like I kind of get it after time because sometimes it's also easy if you're a celebrity to get caught up in woke culture
Yeah.
because everyone's like fuck this person, and you feel like oh shit, if I don't say fuck this person, they're gonna come for me.
They're gonna screw me up. Yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta jump the gun and be like, yeah, man, fuck this, fuck that, whatever. And then you get the time to sit down and think, and you're like, hey, actually, yeah, like, that was wrong. Like, what we did was wrong. Like, it's weird.
Excuse me.
Interesting also on Flagrant 2, Andrew was saying that I think he said he was kind of disappointed that Chappelle didn't come out and like say something to support Rogan. On one of the episodes he was saying that he was like, Chappelle is one of the most powerful voices and he's faced this kind of thing, and like Rogan has come to defend him, and it's like I mean, I don't have an opinion on that. But
He's old, man. Let him chill, dude.
no, and I was thinking like, I think Chappelle's on like I don't think he even saw it. Like,
Yeah.
he's on a ranch in Ohio somewhere, like not looking at shit unless unless they're like, yo, they're saying some shit about you. Then he probably like, oh fuck, what? Like, other than that. Or I was thinking he might probably just do a stand up and he will talk about it there. I think he's more of that person. He's less of the let me come out and make a statement person.
Yeah.
He will go and do some stand up, some random club, and put up a clip talking about the situation, like, and that'll be it.
I think that's the best way to do it, though. So because when you voice, especially people of his level and like fame, like things that you say, people will like actually listen to. Doesn't have to like follow, but they will listen to. So when you voice out your opinion on your specials, kapan, then people are gonna talk about it. So I think that's why he does that, though. Smart.
Yeah, and it's more like he would have had time to think about it. He would have had time to. That's why a lot of times the things he says in his specials or his stand-up, whatever, is you feel like, wow, like 10,000 people have talked about this thing, but he talked about it like paling
Straightforward.
like no, like he got the most juice out of the fruit. You know what I mean? Like everybody talked about it a little bit, but when he talked about it, you're like, oh, he got it all out. Like every aspect of it. Shit. So I think that's why he does that. He's probably like, okay, let me think about this. Let me not just go out and like say some shit that later, you know what I mean? But I did watch I said I wasn't going to last week. I have a very love-hate relationship with Kanye. But anyways, because I know I was on here the other day like, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to. But I was like, fine, I'll watch it. I watched the first episode the other day. It was really good, man. It was really fucking good. Like,
I need to watch it, lah.
Watch it, dude. Like, there's this. I don't know if I've mentioned it to you guys or not, but I've mentioned this to my girlfriend before. Like, I noticed I'm drawn to people who like love the thing. Talking about Kanye, suddenly Drake coming into me with fuck. Pause. They love their thing, the thing they do, so much to the point that you kind of sometimes you look at them, you feel like kasian, like, man, this fucker, like, you know what I mean? Like, I remember why I thought of that was like I was watching this David Blaine documentary, I guess like
Blaine.
I love
Jauh
David
sial.
Blaine.
I love
Kan?
David Blaine,
David Blaine
bro.
is amazing. Yeah.
David Blaine's one of the first guy who's like legit
Mind blown us. Bro.
Magic. Like, it's like
mind
what
blow
the
me.
fuck is going on? Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
After him, we had Chris Freak. Apa tu his name?
Chris Angel was like
Chris Angel.
like, too much, too rah, bro. That one.
No one is as chill as David Blaine, bro.
Yeah, he fucking looks stoned the whole time, but he's like doing some crazy shit. Like,
The craziest shit.
and he's just face is always just like after he does the trick, he just like that, right? Nah, so I think it was a documentary or something that I found out about him on YouTube, lah. And there's no, his Rogan episode.
Oh.
Okay, he did an episode on Rogan, and then at one point they were just talking about magic, and he was like talking about how much he loves magic, blah blah blah. And he was like, I guess Rogan was saying something like you are working on new tricks or some shit like that. And then he was like, okay, let me show you some stuff. And it wasn't working, I think, the first couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time he tried it the third time or some shit, Rogan was like, it's all good, man. Because I guess Rogan's like, I don't want him to look bad on the show, right? So like,
Yeah.
like it's all good. And you can see in his face, he's like, no, I can do this. Like, it's like you just want to give him a hug, you know, like, oh man, this dude like loves this thing. He's like, no, I can do it. Just like give me, and then like just like okay, and then he eventually does it, lah. Like, so like I those kind of people to me is like the people I love. I'm gravitate to the most, no? Because that means it's like you don't give a fuck what you look like to people. You don't give a fuck about any of that shit. I love this thing, and I will do whatever the fuck it takes to do this thing, no matter how stupid this thing might be to you. Right? People might think magic is stupid, but like to him, that's his world. You know what I mean? Like and shit. So when I was watching the Kanye documentary, and I guess the first episode they show him failing lah. He's going around playing his music. Nobody really gives a fuck about his music. There's a moment where he plays Jesus Walks and Family Business to Scarface. Scarface is the legendary rapper, right? So he's playing it for Scarface. Scarface is like, oh, that's hard. He's trying to get a verse, basically.
Mm.
And Scarface is like, play the next one. And then you can see in his face, like, okay, play the next one. And he only brought 2 songs. Because at the time, it's not like USB, it was fucking, like, you know, the CDs. Yeah. He played the second one, and then the guy's like, oh, this is hard. And he's like, but yeah, go to the next one. And Kanye's like, that's like all I have. It's those 2. And then he was like, I'll play the Family Business one again. He's like, oh yeah, that's hard. That's dope. But yeah, that's not really like, you know, I don't really know what to do with that. Whatever. Some shit he said, then he walked off. And the camera just stays on Kanye. And Kanye was wearing retainers at the time. And he's just standing alone in the studio, and he like just takes the retainers and puts it back in his mouth like a fucking nerd who got bullied. He's like, and walks off. I was like, oh man, like that's so like I get that. I get the feeling of playing something for someone, and you think this is like, oh, I mean, it was the shit. It was Jesus Walks, right? Yeah. But and the person's just like, oh yeah, that's nice. What else you got? It's like, dude, like, yeah, it was a good watch. Like, it reminded me of who he actually is, lah. Aside from all these antics that's been happening, right? Like, he really, you know, is a fucking genius, lah. And a lot of people always say that he changed. I don't think he changed. If you watch the documentary, you can see he's always been like this. Just that maybe he was keeping his cool at the time because he wasn't the guy yet. Yeah. Now he's the guy. So now he's like, all right, fuck all of y'all. Like, you know?
So they attained that level.
It's dope. There's a section in it where he meets Pharrell for the first time. He's backstage at the show where he gets his Rockefeller chain, right? When Jay officially announces that he's part of Rockefeller, he's backstage. And then Pharrell walks in and he's like, yo, what's up, man? I'm Kanye West. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, this Kanye being like, yo, what's up, man? I'm Kanye West. I'm a big fan. Like, you know? But then Pharrell was like, yeah, I know you, man. Your tracks are dope and shit like that. Because Kanye already produced one at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope also because of the way it's actually made. Like, some parts I was watching it, I was like, this feels like a movie. And the way it actually got made was this dude just randomly started following Kanye around because he thought Kanye was gonna be a star one day, and was like, you know what? I'm just gonna carry this camera around and start following this dude around and filming shit. That's how the documentary got made. There's a guy named Kuti, I think. Kuti. This dude just started he had a different job, dropped the job, moved to New York, just started following Kanye around with a fucking camera, and at that time itself, he would be like walk into a place or whatever, and they'd be like, "Yo, what's up with the cameras?" Then he'd be like, "Oh, this is the Kanye West documentary. We're doing the Kanye West documentary." And they'd be like, "Oh yeah," and they would say some shit, or whatever. Right? At that time, already, yeah, it was what 2001, 2002.
And then
Yeah, and so all the footage is super like raw, but it also because it's like kind of I know a lot of the stories that whatever they're showing, he's talked about. I remember going up to this and doing that. You're seeing it, and you're like, "What the fuck? They actually videoed this shit!" Like, for them to have that vision is crazy. That guy, shout out that guy. Yeah, go watch it. The second episode is out. I'm probably gonna watch it after 2 days, but it's good lah. Wasn't like the Donda 2 live stream lah. I'll tell you that much. That was a bit. That was not
I
like.
didn't see it though.
That was not the start. The audio guy probably got fired, killed, put in a body bag, and thrown off a cliff, probably. Because, like, fucking up the audio. At one point, Kanye just throws his mic. Because, he's rapping, and then I guess the in-ear is not matching the sound. So, even, 5-year-old come out and rapping and, cannot catch the lyrics. It's, too fast, too slow. The whole sort of, last 2 hours is, I couldn't watch a lot of it. I was like, the fuck is going on? Set all look fucking amazing lah. All that shit looked amazing, but other than that, it was just a chaotic mess, And he's not dropping on streaming services, so I will probably never.
hey,
hear it
from what I heard, it's like $200 something, and
yeah,
you
have to buy
it.
Yeah, you have to go find somebody who has. I've been asking around guys who has the thing. Send it to me.
Pirate Bay.
Yeah, but
1337.
I'm not paying $200 for. I'm sorry, Kanye.
1337,
bro.
That's fucking almost 1,000 ringgit, bro. Fuck that, bro.
What's the other one?
And I heard some of the new Donda 2 songs he played during the stream. Okay, not bad. I don't think I'll pay $200 for it, lah.
That's like 800 gitu tu.
Yeah, fuck that. Dude,
it's okay, man. Dude, Kanye, I like you, but sekian simpan duit kau.
I mean, there's millions of people who will buy it. He's fine.
He's still gonna make a lot of money.
I think
he can do it without my money.
No,
yeah, he did.
You know what I think why he does that, they're trying to do the whole Supreme punya thing balik tau. Because right now it's like dumbed down, and so now just put like premium price. So people
his whole thing was
like a car.
No, because even the stream kan, last time his deal was with Apple Music. That's why it was hard for us to watch because it was Apple Music US, and if your Apple Music is in Malaysia, then you can't watch. It's not available in your region and all this nonsense. So this stream, he put it on that website, stemplayer.com or whatever the fuck it is. He just put it there. Everybody can just watch it, right? He says it's like his way of taking back the ownership of my music and all that. I just thought he would stream the album on the website. Like, there's a session you go to and you can play the album on SoundCloud, let's say, right? So you can just play it on the website or something. Or I can buy the album for $20, whatever it is, the normal price. I can buy it from there. And it's going straight to him instead of going through Apple Music and then to him, right? I thought it was going to be that. Okay, I pay $200 just so I can turn off the drums and turn on the drums back. And I'm not going to do that.
That machine thing. And
yeah.
And you can still work it out that way, but still a prototype.
Yeah. But interesting, I mean, aside from the antics, whatever he does in music and all this kind of stuff, it's always gonna be interesting, It's always gonna be nobody ever really thought of. I mean, people have sold Nipsey did the $100 mixtape at one point. Crenshaw mixtape was $100. He sold that. People have done versions of this, but for a big artist to be like, no, I'm not gonna put on Spotify, Apple Music, nothing. You gotta come here and buy this shit here. I also I do want to see how long it's gonna last.
Does that mean he doesn't care about the album? Let's just experiment with you, bitch. Let's see.
I heard
see
the
how this
album that
goes.
dropped was only like 4 or 5 songs, I think. 4
Hmm.
songs,
Ooh.
4 or 5 songs, some shit like that. And then
So he's just testing waters, man.
yeah, because what I heard during the stream poon, there's a lot of much like he's just scratch words. It's just him going like literally that, like, you know. So I'm like, I don't know if the music is done.
It's an evolving punya album though. Kanye's been doing this since Pablo, man.
Yeah.
It's like constantly evolving, constantly changing his vision. Tough, man. That's tough. I don't like that.
I also don't like. I was just about to say like
I want it definitive. This the
yeah.
one. That's it. I
Yeah.
don't want 2, 3 versions. I want to listen to that one version. That's it.
I want you to be. You can make 95 versions of the song on your own time, but pick a final one and put it out.
I want the last one. Like, yeah, this is the last. That's it. No more changes.
Yeah. This
No
is the song.
more. Yeah. No more volume changes. No more hi hats. No more drums change. No.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Unless you do like what Travis Scott did to Nav on that one album. That one you have to fix. Remember that one album he had?
Yeah.
Nav on the end of the song, and it's sound like a fucking mouse.
That's
so
song
soft.
Yosemite and
Yeah, Yosemite. Yeah. That one he had to fix because the memes were going crazy with that shit.
Gila Babi, they mix enough.
They were like, oh,
His mic away and
they took his no. They were like, Travis is like when your mom asks you to bring your little brother and put him on your song, and then it's like, yeah, put him on, but then like give him like little bit of volume.
comes in, it's like you're like, trying to push your earphones in and say, nah, I like to listen.
I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, what happened? Did my shit blow? Like what happened? Like
Just his part just like weirdly mixed.
shut up, Mike Dean.
On purpose though. Just to fuck
It's
enough.
like you play FIFA with your little cousin and your controller's not connected, right? You know?
Because yeah, why even have enough in it if you don't like it?
You know, I have like
I'm also not a fan of the. Go ahead.
I have a Nintendo Switch and the music you have like 4 controllers and I
Okay.
don't know if my friends are watching this. Yeah, I did that. So what I always do to them, it's like I'll just tutup 2 controller and just let them think that they are playing the game. And then I would
That's
just
like the thing you do to your younger brother back then though.
Yeah.
yeah, I do
It's
it.
not even like it's not even like plugged in. I just give him some remote that's
yeah.
not even in use.
I do it to my friends like until now. So whenever we go staycation, they always ask me to bring the Switch. I was like, okay, I'll bring it. So and then
Why do you do it though?
for the lulz, because they will be so pissed like aku dah tekan. I didn't even charge that thing, and they all like they don't play games, so they don't know.
They don't know.
So aku dah tekan, and then I went there. I was like, I took one, it's like 4 one. So I take satu elok. So I was like, jap aku test. Secretly like boleh. Then I give back and it's like, okay, start. Then I watch them get mad. Then funny way.
I would probably fall for it. Yeah. If you didn't tell me now I'm gonna be like, Chiba, I focus on my control.
On my
But if you didn't tell me, I also probably be like, bro, what the fuck's going on?
Whenever they tell me it's like about Switch, I was like, okay, let's fucking go. I'm about to have fun.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan of that. Also because it's Kanye and I want a finished product from him. You know what I mean? Yeah. I get what he's trying to do lah. Art is always evolving. He wants you to be part of the process or whatever. That's why he did all those shows for the first Donda, right? You hear half-finished songs, suddenly got new verse, this and that. It's cool.
Gets you hyped. Gets you hyped.
Yeah, it's cool. But then when the album drop the whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
But I heard Drake is on the album, apparently. I didn't catch the first part of the stream, so apparently he played something with like a Drake verse on it or something like that. Yeah, no Kid Cudi, obviously, because they don't fuck with each other anymore. Funny, like, he got Drake on the album now and not Kid Cudi now. Fuck, like,
roller coaster though with Kanye West.
Fucking Skeet.
He calls him Skeet, man.
Yeah, because he be skeeting on his girl. That's why.
Avi and him Skeet. That's like bodoh.
Watched the match last night.
Yeah. Today morning.
How was it? I didn't watch.
But first half was really bad lah. Second half better, but um, first half was
Defense?
really bad.
Defense was bad.
Defense had nothing much to do apart from letting the goal in. No, because Atletico wasn't pushing. If they were pushing, right, we probably would have lost the game. They didn't push. They're a very
Oh.
defensive team. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They scored one, they set back, and they hit the bar so twice, I think. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we were lucky to get 1 point, which I think is good. So hopefully in the
Okay.
Old Trafford we can score and not concede lah. Because no more away goal pun.
Yeah. Wait, what?
No more away goal rule.
Oh shit, serious? Ah?
Yeah. So today MU scored the away goal is.
Doesn't matter, lah.
It doesn't matter. It's just that you guys equalize, not that you have an advantage because
Oh,
you
I
have
didn't know that.
you
Oh
already
man.
moved already. MU will be like in a better position now. Like we already got the away goal.
We already
We have
won.
we have one leg inside quarterfinals.
Yeah.
But the away goal rule is no more. So MU is just 1-1 and yeah.
Okay, lah. Come home and see, lah. That Leeds match was fucking unnecessary, bro. Fucking chibai.
The Leeds game actually gave me confidence that we can actually play good against Atletico. So I'm kind of surprised that we didn't push
Actually-
for a win.
Actually, apart from that 2 minutes, I mean, their first goal was a free goal, and then I think we clunkabut for the next
1 minute,
and then
59 seconds, they scored
Yeah.
another one.
I think we clunkabut a bit lah. Like, what the fuck is happened? And then
The first
goal
one, they're
just went.
lucky lah. Second one,
Yeah.
we look short macam bodoh. But
But
yeah.
but yeah, you're right. The performance was good. Even the response after that was like,
Yeah, the
I was
response
like,
was good.
Even after they got the second goal, like, at first I thought it's gonna be like Villa, it's gonna be fucked up. But then I saw like, they're responding, they're moving, it's good. Like, I think we gonna score. Like,
It's Leeds lah. They're gonna be very open.
they kena hantam, bro.
Yeah, they'll be very open and
Yeah.
we should go for it lah.
I
Even
like,
for Atletico Madrid is like that. Oblak has been very bad, their keeper. So just try to take a shot lah. First half, we didn't even have one touch
Shot on
in their
target.
box. Not even one touch in their box. So
But
the
is
problem
their
is
midfield like
Luke Shaw-
super dense or like?
we were around the penalty box, but nothing came into the box. So Luke Shaw, no cross. Lindelof playing a right back, no cross. So
Rashford had a bad game.
yeah, Rashford was the worst player on the pitch. The Rogida Babi.
Well, I like this Elanga kid though.
Yeah, he's taking his chance, just being active on the pitch, not sleeping.
That's the thing. I think that's the problem most of the time is like fuckers are not being active. Like,
United is how do I say shouldn't use the word lah, but like almost macam mati pucuk like that.
yeah.
They cannot get it up.
It's like run lah. What the fuck you doing? Like,
Yeah, like be proactive
be proactive, make some runs. Be brave lah to take on defenders and this kind of shit, right? Like,
She's quite. Aku rasa they're quite easily scared lah, like to make mistakes
yeah.
because of being punished already nowadays, and so they're like, okay, let's play it safe, keep it safe. Tapi you're not gonna win games like that, man.
Yeah. It's tough. But I thought the Leeds win was good. I honestly thought we could win 1-0 or something like that. Atletico.
Yeah, same lah, but we
okay.
we concede in the first 10 minutes itself, so obviously it's
Tough.
going to be a big problem
Fucking
against a team that's low blocking. So
I saw the goal. I
I'm
would say
glad that United scored.
I would say the goal was Maguire's fault.
Yeah, it was part of his fault. Part difficult, part like Luke Shaw not stopping the cross in. Like
Yeah.
Shaw's been bad lah.
Shaw defensively has been bad.
Horrible. Even attacking yesterday very bad.
Actually-
Doesn't put
actually,
a cross, doesn't run, playing too safe.
He hasn't had an assist in a long time. Right?
Yeah,
Time
for
already.
me it's about you already have like a target already, Ronaldo. Just put the ball in.
Put the
So,
ball. That's the thing.
like the moment Teles comes in, like he straight beats the player and put the ball
Yeah.
in. Like just try it. So
Because I feel like they when they do that, because they do that in a lot of matches, they play around the box, they pass, then it ends up nowhere. I feel like they're scared, or maybe they're looking for like an open opportunity.
but
Sometimes
then
it's
if
just
that's the case, even Bruno Fernandes was like so wasteful yesterday. He got the assist, but he let go of the ball too many times lah. Like one, you're not good at putting the ball in. Another
Yeah.
one, you want to play possession, but you keep losing the ball.
Yeah,
So United is not doing anything.
correct. But I would say the passage of play that led to the goal was quite nice. Like the pass and the Ronaldo header and then back to Fred and then like it was quite
It
nice.
came out well. That's the thing. If we actually push, boleh menang.
That's the
United is
thing.
just a lazy team.
Yeah, fuck.
Ooh.
I get
They-
fucking frustrated, bro. Sometimes I'm like,
No lah, you take these players, you put on a FIFA.
oh,
You tell me like on paper this team is very stacked today.
yeah.
But just they're scared to lose.
Ashford also
when-
for a few matches. I'm like, he not running. What match was it that somebody made a shot and then the keeper made a save and then it was the ball was
Yeah lah,
right
yeah
in front.
lah,
He
yeah
didn't even run. He didn't even run to the ball. He just
Probably
turned
it
the
was
other way.
Aston Villa or Wolves or whatever. The
He
thing
just turned
is,
away and like walked off. I was like,
the
hey,
Atletico was smart. They put Pogba, 2 people on Pogba straight away, just stopping him from playing.
cannot move really lah.
He cannot move already. Okay, whatever. Then Matic came in, was much better. Matic had a good game, if you ask me.
Yeah.
So yeah, the second leg we have to be a bit much
Aggressive lah.
must be super aggressive. They were aggressive as fuck, and referee was like anything pun yellow card. You get tackled, and you ask the referee why he's gonna yellow card you. So it's like fuck.
We shout out to the Leeds match referee. He was cool,
He's smart because he's like, okay, this one is a rival punya game.
and the conditions were crazy,
Yeah, he actually gave some opportunity. So like, okay,
dude.
cool.
Like like during the Leeds game, the rain and the wind was so much. When taking
I
corner,
watched the
like, the
game.
corner flag like this, boss, like on the floor. Like
I
that.
think I watched the game. Yeah, I was watching it with Zol on Discord.
Yeah. The corner flag like terbalik, boss, because of the wind. Like, yeah, that was like a good old fashioned. I think McTominay posted his leg after the match. It's like bleeding and shit.
Kena sepak kan.
That was a good old fashioned match. Like, yeah, but we'll see. Liverpool got chance lah. Win the
Boleh
league.
kejar. Alhamdulillah, syukur.
How many,
Yeah,
how
3
many points?
points only. 3 points only now.
Yeah.
Just 3 points. Spurs also lost. After that, you also saw Conte's press con, bro.
Yeah, he got a chow already, bro.
He literally told them to like sack him.
Yeah.
Bro,
I
just
need,
fire
I need,
me,
I need
bro.
the, I need the board to like assess my performance. Who says shit like this, bro?
He won a chow already. He give up already. I mean, they had such a good match against City. I feel Kane, that match was like on a level. I was like, oh shit, this dude.
Conte is a tough coach, lah. You don't give him the cash to buy his players, he's gonna complain to you every week.
Then he got a chow after a while.
Yeah, he kind of glad United didn't take him now.
Actually, yeah.
Not on him, because United board is also messed up.
Oh,
So
yeah.
definitely, I don't want this drama to be at the club already. Enough of the drama.
Oh, the board
He's
not
right.
giving money, not being
he's
supported.
like- and then imagine like Conte losing to Leeds, and he's like, "Yeah, I need the board to assess my performance."
Imagine if Ole
wow,
said that,
man.
like, yeah, maybe they should look at my performance because I kind of suck right now. So.
Fuck, man, whatever Conte said was like explosive, guy.
You know, for
Like,
a
just-
moment, I forgot. I thought I didn't press record.
Hey,
I was like,
Oh.
fuck. Yeah.
it's been like an hour and a half, dude.
I
Like,
did press record, okay. Cantik. Yeah, snippet, motherfucker. Apa nama? Patreon.
Patreon. Now, I had a friend last week who messaged me. I was like, because the cut was very jarring, last week. We started talking about pregnancy scares, and then we started talking about our stories. I cut the whole part out. Then at the end, I was starting to say something, and then I was like, just stop recording, and then the episode just ends there. And then because I wrote in the caption, like, should we have like a Patreon or whatever? So my friend was like, dude, I was waiting for like post-credit scenes. I thought like after the end, the music at the end, y'all will continue or something like that. I was like, nah, dude, like
Nah.
the shit we talked about, don't let no. Like,
No, that's the thing. That's why I actually prefer if you don't cut this off. So I want people to know that we actually just melepak and then we just decide to record.
I think our content has been like that, lah. But just probably last week punya is good for us to
Yeah.
censor, lah.
It's
No,
good,
that
man.
was too personal. That last week was too personal. Like Sashi was
you-
telling a story about his friend, and
Oh,
like I told my story. Miro also told some stories.
But
Like
we have like personal stories with name drops and shit. I'm like,
correct.
okay. We speak dark things.
But actually, if you really think about it, all the shit we said last week, if we could put it in minus the names, it would have been
fire,
It would have been dope, lah. Like
Yeah.
I think we need to figure out how to tell stories without like implicating
Patreon.
ourselves or other people. Like
Patreon, and then we just censor je dua nama. Je ting,
Yeah,
ting.
Patreon is like the full cut with name censored lah.
yeah,
Skirt. Censor sound.
that's our censor, right?
Skirt.
Yo, Jab, I wanna go take some food. I'll be back.